A great time for new experiences, lots of laughter and great memories. Some are unforgettable, other memories you wish you could forget. Our next speaker had first-hand experience working for the Parks and Rec Department as his primary summer job. Mowing lawns, spraying weeds, cleaning pools, servicing facilities, and loving every minute of it. Please put your hands together for Skylar Garcia with his speech entitled Parks and Rec.
It was the most amazing yet unforgettable summer I've ever encountered. This was back in college when I was at WSU in Pullman. I was working for the Parks and Rec Department. And in the Parks and Rec Department, there were 4 crazy characters that I was working with. The first one had an accident when he was younger. His name was John. At age 13, he had an accident, so he stopped growing. Everything but his arms stopped growing. His arms continued to grow. He was about 4.5 feet tall, and his arms would go all the way down to his legs, right here. He was one of the most amazing operators I've ever met in my life. He could drive anything, and he could also reach anything, too. He had huge arms. There was Mauricio. Mauricio, how do we put this? He wasn't the brightest crayon in the box, wasn't the sharpest pencil in the pouch. Then there was Felipe. Felipe was a fluffy guy. Very fluffy. Everything about him was big. His personality was big. His appetite was big. His laughter was big. And finally, no, I've covered all 3. Mauricio, Felipe, and John. Those 3 guys were crazy. It started out my very first day on the job. We all pile in a van and we're going to drive to the outskirts of town to go and check out some of the noxious weeds that are out there and categorize them, figure out what's going on. I had stayed up the night before and I was really, really tired. In the van, as soon as I got in the van, I said, hey, I'm just going to sleep, and when we get there, just wake me up and let me know. That was the worst mistake I'd ever made. Felipe is driving. Well, like I said, big personality. And I wake up to the sound of Felipe screaming, ah! The car is weaving back and forth, and everybody in the van is screaming as well. Jolting awake, what's going on? Felipe stops. He slams on the brakes, he turns around and goes, I got you, dude, I got you. This was day 1, and these are the kind of characters that I'm working with. A week goes by, and more craziness ensues. We're cleaning up a facility at a park that is about a mile on the outskirts of town. We're cleaning this facility. They are actually going to redo the bathroom, but we need to clean up everything. So there's no running water, there's no toilet paper, there's nothing in this bathroom. And then Mauricio says, all right guys, you gotta go. Yes. Yeah, you guys gotta get out of here. Well, Mauricio, if you have to go, just go outside the restroom, please. Don't go in the restroom. There's no running water, there's no toilet paper. No, I gotta go. I really gotta go. Okay, so we step out, and we're standing around this bathroom wondering, what's he going to do? There's no running water, there's no toilet paper. He comes back 10 minutes later and says, I feel so much better. We could not believe it. We could not believe it. He was upholding the 4th Amendment, the right to bear arms, because he was missing both of his shirt sleeves. He had torn them off. And that's all I'm going to say about that. The final adventure, the very last day, was July 4th. We had a July 4th celebration, and we're all supposed to drive gators. Does anybody know what a gator is? Yeah, a gator it's made by John Deere, and it's like a golf cart, But golf carts can go faster than gators. Gators are really geared down to hold lots of yard clippings and everything like that. They only go about 5 miles an hour tops, and that's if you push the pedal down all the way. These gators, we were supposed to drive these gators around during the 4th of July festival and shuttle people from one place to the next. So we had people with families. We also had as many people as could pile in the gator as possible. We'd drive them to the top of the hill. Sometimes, depending on how filled the gator was, it would make it to the top of the hill. Other times, the gator would not make it to the top of the hill. It would sputter down. And it would stop. All right, hold emergency brake, get out. This is as far as I can take you. The gators, the best part about the gators is that we got to drive the gators home, back to the shop, which was all the way on the other side of town, after the 4th of July celebration. It's 1 in the morning, everybody had just left the park. There are 5 gators sitting right there. Actually, 4 gators. 4 gators sitting right there, and we have to drive these gators from the 4th of July celebration back to the park. Felipe is in one. Mitch, my other friend, oh, I didn't tell you guys about Mitch, I'm so sorry. Mitch, he liked to lift weights, but he didn't like to do all the exercises that came with ab workouts and leg workouts. He skipped leg day all the time. So he had strong arms, but he didn't have any abs here. Instead, he had flabs. He called them his flabs. Mitch is in another one, Mauricio's in one, Felipe's in one, and I'm in one. And we're driving these gators. We're racing them back to the shop. Here's the crazy thing. They only go 5 miles an hour. You're going uphill, you're going on a flat, you're only going 5 miles an hour. Where it gets really crazy is when you're starting to go downhill. When you go downhill, they just go wide open. Well, Felipe was a master racer. I found out that he's a master racer because he would go and keep up with us, neck and neck, going, and then up the hill, he'd keep up with us, and then on the downhills, you'd hear this, whee, ah, and he'd just go all the way down the hill with this gator, and he was flying down the hill. Not 5 miles an hour, we're talking 20 miles an hour, flying down this hill. So we're trying to catch up with Felipe, but we can't catch up with him. Then there's a giant hill right towards the very end of the shop. And on that hill, it's so big that Felipe starts slowing down. And we're catching up on him in these gators. Felipe is not about to let us win. He gets out of the gator and he's actually pushing it up the remainder of the hill all the way to the top, and he wins just barely running this gator up the hill at 1 in the morning. I will never forget the amazing, crazy experiences of working for the Parks and Rec Department. Mr. Toastmaster.